The 1950 D Jefferson Nickel is one of the most talked about coins in American history, a small 5-cent piece that became a legend among collectors. What makes it so special? The answer lies in its incredibly low mintage and the fascinating story behind it. In 1950, the Denver Mint produced just over 2.6 million nickels, the lowest number ever for any Jefferson nickel. To put that into perspective, most other years saw tens of millions struck. Because of this small production run, collectors quickly realized the potential value of this coin and began hoarding them almost immediately after release. Many 1950 D nickels were never even spent. They were tucked away in rolls and safes by people who sensed they would become rare treasures in the future. But here's what most people don't know. While millions were saved, finding one today in true mint condition is much harder than it sounds. Over time, coins stored in bad conditions toned, scratched, or lost their original luster. So when a perfectly preserved, uncirculated 1950 D Jefferson nickel appears on the market, collectors are willing to pay big money. In today's coin market, a circulated example might sell for $10 to $25. But if your coin has sharp details, strong luster, and no wear, especially if it's graded MS65 or higher, its value can jump to $200, $500, or even more, depending on the condition and demand. Another interesting detail is the mint mark D placed just to the right of Monticello on the reverse side. That small letter is what tells you it was struck in Denver, not Philadelphia. If you have a 1950 nickel without the D mint mark, that's the common version. But the one with the D, that's the treasure everyone's searching for. And it's not just about rarity, it's about history. This coin represents a time when post-war America was rebuilding, industry was changing, and the U.S. Mint adjusted production according to the country's needs. What fascinates collectors even more is how this nickel became famous while it was still in circulation, something that rarely happens. People in the 1950s were already aware of its low mintage, making it one of the first coins in U.S. history to become an instant collectible. That's why the 1950 D Jefferson nickel isn't just another old coin. It's a piece of American coin collecting history. So if you ever come across a 1950 D nickel in your old change jar, coin album, or family collection, take a close look. Check for that sharp D mint mark. Examine its condition under good lighting, and maybe even have it graded by a professional. You might be holding a coin that tells a story of rarity, foresight, and lasting value. A 5-cent piece that became a symbol of how small details can turn ordinary change into a piece of history worth hundreds of dollars.